I'm calling it right now, dude. Sweetie Belle is like the next Dark Lord or something.
I know, right?
Like, oh my god, as I was watching, I thought to myself, oh my god, people are gonna hate it. I loved it.
I did
I
too.
I love it whenever characters like go outside of their norm like that. It feels like we're being actually let into their mind to see what they really think. Because I thought it was cool, like Sweetie Belle isn't all bubbly cuteness. She's
Yep.
pretty. She can be pretty evil.
Mm-hmm. And
With
you
these
remember when
stuff.
I was saying that she could potentially be the next supervillain?
Yes, you
You
did
know?
say that. That
So,
actually seems valid now.
yep, indeed. So, uh, yeah, for whom the Sweetie Belle toils.
Dan, 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 dan. Yeah,
Yeah,
I lost that Metallica shirt. It's in the washer.
yeah, we have to make a reference sometime in here.
Yeah, because Metallica. Yeah.
Metallica's
All right.
freaking awesome.
Hells yeah. All right, so this episode opens off with apparently at some point, Sweetie Belle found the time to write, produce, create, and act in a play that she made all by herself. And
Mm-hmm.
initially, you find yourself thinking, "Oh wow, this seems interesting," but the the concept of that is actually dropped pretty fast
Yep.
in the later scenes. And she goes to Rarity. By the way, the
Mm-hmm.
Sapphire Shores thing comes back yet. Apparently, it's been a year and she hasn't gone on tour yet. Well, technically less than a year, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
So,
she's so
so,
rare.
so she goes from her Sea Philly Folly or whatever to like her equestrian world tour or something.
Yeah, so apparently she has multiple tours going on. Apparently, at some point, Sapphire Shores decided to become Devin Townsend.
Yep. I
Uh,
was I was trying to
so
think of a band that would fit in that. It's like they're on more tours. She's on more tours than this band.
well, Devin Townsend had Strapping Young Lad, and he had his solo career, which is divided up into three parts. He's weird. It's weird. He's awesome. So she's finishing up the dresses for that. When Sweetie Belle's like, "Dude, Rarity, can you finish these costumes for me?" And she's
hmm
like, she's like, for shizzle, Sweetie Izzle, when you need them done tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Oh, so she
Okay.
okay. So she works through the night,
hmm
and I gotta say, Rarity in this episode, really quick, is portrayed as being really, really, what's the word? Caregiving ish.
hmm
What's the word? But weirdly enough, it doesn't seem forced to me like the Generosity song in Rarity Takes Manhattan.
hmm
Like,
Definitely.
because of the fact that it concerns her sister, and
hmm
the relationship there has been 4 years in the making.
hmm
So they get to the play, and
Rarity's not
Rarity,
there with the costumes yet.
yeah, because she worked through the night to try and improve them to,
hmm
give it that extra zazz.
That
So
extra
show
flair.
that flair though. Speaking
That
of the
extra.
flair,
Mm-mm.
speaking of the flair, when the show ends, there's a whole room of dudes and the few chicks, and Sweetie Belle's like, okay, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna act cool, we're gonna act professional. So they walk in like
We're
they're
gonna
going down the
act
red.
classy, as Sweetie
Oh my!
Boots, or as Appleboom says.
Her delivery on that
It's
line
like
was just gold.
classy.
Classy. It's like, okay, apparently the Apple Jewel thing isn't just an Applejack thing. Apparently fancy runs in the family.
Yep,
Well, yeah, they are related to the oranges, are they not?
they are.
Well, everyone's like, oh, the dresses were great.
Yeah, and I like how like here, you know, we see, the CMC, they need to be kept different characters. And what I mean by that is that Scootaloo, her thing is she has a deeply rooted inferiority complex. Sweetie Belle, she just gets pissed off a lot.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like how
Scoo-
they're, kind of like, I don't see Sweetie Belle getting like sad or anything most of the time, except for that one time in One Bad Apple, but that's back a season.
Yeah. Development.
Yep.
So, it's funny you mention that because like Scootaloo's inferiority complex, he has that super hard. Sweetie Belle has one too, but it's slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Scootaloo's is so she can make Rainbow Dash proud, herself proud, and show Diamond Tiara and Silver Spoon she can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetie Belle wants to do it at this point, well, in this episode it confirmed, so she can be better than Rarity. So Scootaloo's like, I need to do it for
Mm-hmm.
me. Sweetie Belle has that mindset where it's like, when she looks at Rarity, she's like, you think you're better than me?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then so that pisses Sweetie Belle off to no end. She goes
Mm-hmm.
to Rarity, and Rarity is genuinely shocked that
And
and kind of
confused.
because Sweetie Belle just storms in and like yells at her.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, none of the main six can make it because Rarity was so backed up, and helping Sweetie Belle took so much time. She had them help her.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, no other main six dialogue except like except like two lines from Fluttershy in this
Mm-hmm.
episode.
Yeah.
But that makes sense considering what happens later.
Indeed.
But
Takes up most of the second act.
but Sweetie Belle is like, this is just like my 5th birthday party, and
Mm-hmm.
we're like what?
Huh?
And then she heads to her room, and then she is like super annoyed, and she's like, oh my god, it was so annoying helping Rarity, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And then she goes to sleep. So Sweetie Belle heads to her room. She's super pissed at Rarity, and she's like, oh my god, so annoying, much hate, wow. And
Mm-hmm.
she goes to sleep.
Well,
And
one thing before that that I find hysterical is like she's going on and on about, oh, it's red. Why do you call it burgundy or call it cherry? It's red. And I'm
yeah,
thinking to
yeah.
myself, you know what? That works because it's like, why do people say magenta? It's freaking purple, okay?
Uh, it's like but what's funny, she was like, that's not red, that's salmon. That's not red, that's cinnamon. It's all
Yeah.
red. We all know somebody like that though, those total color Nazis.
Yeah. And that they're like, it's not yellow, it's banana or something like that.
Is that a real color?
I think so.
Such face palm,
Yep.
much aggravating. Wow.
Yeah.
So then she gets paid a visit in her dreams by
By
by the
Luna.
best princess, Moon.
Yes.
Well,
Moonbutt.
well, Luna means moon in Latin. So,
Yeah.
but
And
yeah,
also or we could say she got visited by Moonbutt,
ha!
as EKD constantly says.
Well, now initially, that was Luna showing up was one of the things that the brief synopsis said, like way before the episode, there was Luna going to show up. And I
Mm.
thought to myself, well, that seems kind of but the way they had it go was actually interesting. Was how Luna actually tried to relate said how she related to Sweetie Belle's situation about being outshined. Huh, that is a good Soundgarden song.
Yeah.
To outshined to be outshined by an older sister, or rather,
Yep.
a sister that shines brighter than I. And I'm just like, now that is symbolism.
Yeah, the thing is that I really liked though was the fact that the thing is they kind of reference A Christmas Carol in this because Luna shows her the past, present, and future, and I mean we'll be getting to what goes on then, and also before she goes to sleep because she can't sleep originally, so she decides
She's too
I'm gonna
pissed.
go and I'm gonna ruin my sister's headdress.
Yes,
for
which is
Sapphire
held
Shores.
together by a single seam, and if it gets taken out, it all falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
Such is
And also,
life.
yeah, so much wow. Gosh, I cannot believe you were quoting Doje there. God, hate that meme. Anyway,
It's pronounced
so-
Doge. That's how I pronounce it.
I thought it was Doje.
I thought it was Doge.
I don't know.
Well, either way, it is
Whatever, it's still a bad meme.
It's
Anyway,
exhausting.
yeah. It's not as it's actually worse than Grumpy Cat.
It's not as bad as I am the table.
That's true. It's also not as bad as I am strong, from Zelda CDI or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I will also
Join me,
say that
and I will make your face the brightest in
Korodai.
Or else you will die.
Die.
You two poops, rest in peace.
So, also, I've got to say that I love the first part of the dream sequence where it's like, writer, director, and all around, helper, costume designer with all her good friends. And it's Sweetie Belle.
And they did it totally Academy Award style.
At that pony on the bottom left, that better not have been Leonardo DiCaprio. Please tell me it wasn't.
Hey, that man should have won like 50 different awards, but never does.
But that would have been so funny considering the timing of this episode compared to the Oscars. And it's like they predicted Leonardo DiCaprio not winning any Oscars before it was cool.
Ben Affleck wins something for Argo, but Leonardo DiCaprio can't win one for the Gatsby remake. What the hell?
I know. Anyway, so you see that Rarity is like a thundercloud that rains down on her sister's parade.
Yeah, this evil cloud.
I know. Yeah.
It's Ferngully.
So it's like, what? Such symbolism. Much wow.
Such John.
Yeah.
Much snakeskin. Wow.
Anyway, so Luna shows up after that. And Sweetie Belle's like, is this a dream?
What do you think?
What do you think? Well, I just got rained on by a Rarity cloud, so I'd say I'm dreaming.
Dream.
Yeah, either that or I ordered LSD on my pizza last night.
Well, that reminds me of... Well, never mind. I'm not allowed to talk about that.
What?
No, it's okay. Just... If I tell you, you'll start seeing black vans.
Ride around town in my black minivan. Don't mess with me even though I know you can't.
Let me drive my van into your heart.
Anyway.
So she takes her across the ethereal plane, and really quick, all I could think of around this point was just these weird Sweetie Belle space puns, like the Sweetie Sphere, or like Sweetie Belle, the Final Crusader. A long time ago in a town of ponies far, far away.
Okay. It reminded me of two things. Magical Mystery Cure with that dreamscape.
Yeah, with all the TVs.
Yep. All the copyrighted Hasbro takedowns.
Princess Celestia has been removed because Hasbro are dicks.
Yeah. Anyway, it's almost like Magical Mystery Cure where all the screens come up and it just says, this has been taken down to a copyright claim by Hasbro Inc. Anyway, though, it also kind of reminded me of that little area where you go out to get the star in Luigi's Mansion.
In Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like past the fortune teller's room.
Yeah, and then you have
it's such a good game, but why is it so short, and why is the sequel only on the goddamn DS?
I know. I want a frickin' Wii U version.
I love Luigi's Mansion. It's so good.
I know. It's so underrated. Anyway, we need to get off tangent here.
Sorry. So Sweetie Belle, in a long story short, she learns the error of her ways because, and oh my god, this was awesome. Luna decides to show Sweetie Belle, this shit's gonna go down if you don't.
Actually, before that, so it shows so freaking cute. It shows Sweetie Belle when she was freaking 5 years old.
At her 5 years and 5th birthday.
And she's like, she's putting lipstick on herself, trying to look fashionable like Rarity.
You're a dirty silly.
She was so freaking adorable.
And then she goes down the stairs,
and everyone's saying, "Oh, we don't need Sweetie Belle here. We like Rarity and stuff." And she goes up crying. But later, Luna shows her that they were all freaking bored out of their minds, and they
Way
were about to
more.
leave without Rarity doing something. And then, after 5-year-old Sweetie Belle leaves, it shows that, Rarity's like, oh, this was all Sweetie Belle's idea. It was, it was just me helping out a little bit. So it was kind of like a big misunderstanding. Um,
Miscommunication.
and then it shows this little uninteresting scene about, she's getting stressed about it and that she checked it and rechecked the hem dress and stuff. And then it goes to the future with the ghost of what would it be? The Luna of Christmas Future?
The Luna of deconstruction. I don't know.
There you go.
So Rarity gets laughed at by Sapphire Shores and gets made a mockery on her stage because the headdress falls apart. Well, Rarity in the future will then lock herself in her house where she doesn't make dresses anymore, where she just stands in the dark gray rooms with spiders and just twitches and just has her eyes bulging, which was great for me because it made me think, oh my God, Little Miss Rarity could have been canon.
Yeah, and what's also interesting is God, did I really just have a brain fart now?
Are you going to talk about how
okay, I remember. So, you remember when the season 3 finale teaser pictures were posted way early on in season 3?
see
In that we had the carousel boutique that's boarded up with trees and stuff with lifeless trees around it and stuff. That would be also a precursor to Magical Mystica and a precursor to this episode, potentially.
Wow, Friendship is Magic is reusing ideas already. What are we watching now? SpongeBob?
Oh, hey, at least we haven't had bad episode after bad episode after gross out episode after gross out episode.
Not unlike Fairly Odd Parents, really. Did you know they have a dog now?
What?
Yeah, he's got a fairy godson, and now he has a dog. Butch Hartman
stopped watching when they introduced Poof, so
same here. It's like let Fairly Odd Parents die and bring back Danny Phantom.
Yeah, Danny Phantom was awesome.
Oh my God! But anyway, so Sweetie Belle rushes to Sapphire Shores' thing, which who I believe is still played by the same voice actress, whoever that is. And Rarity is about to give her the headdress. Well, Sweetie Belle and them have to sneak in because the guard with the blue beard keeps them out. Oh, and we also find out
and that's also voiced by Brian Drummond, I believe.
It's over 9,000! That's who that is.
Yeah.
But
so yeah,
really quick, we find out on the train that
it's Sweetie and the rest of the CMC. Oh, the train scene. This is
good.
Yeah.
Sweetie Belle and Scootaloo and Apple Bloom are talking about how they love Sapphire Shores song, which they say stuff that Sweetie Belle takes offense to, but they're just saying songs.
It's like she said, she deserved it or something. It's
like,
no, she doesn't deserve it. That's another one of Sapphire Shores' songs. Don't you listen to her stuff? And it's like, I prefer show tunes. I'm like, that's my pony.
That is funny.
I love show tunes. That's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah. My guilty pleasure's in Muir.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know them, but
no, I don't.
They're not really. Anyway, so they sneak in. She swipes the headdress, and then she hides herself away in a dark room where Luna shows up.
In reality.
IRL.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh my gosh, it's a dream. And she's like, no. And she's like, damn it. And she's like, I can help you fix this and way get it better. So it's a plot because she brings out one of those sew top thingies. And
why couldn't it be the freaking rainbow spool?
So
that would have been awesome.
Oh my God, that would have been cool. But
that would have shimmered on stage.
God damn it. I got that.
Anyway.
So yeah, that. And keep in mind, originally what was there was an eye. And in her dream, she saw dolphins.
The Illuminati eye, no less.
Friendship is magic is employed by the government. Think about it. How could so many dudes agree on one thing, no matter how different they are? Metal dudes, stoners, jocks, jarheads, all of us. That actually can make a terrifying amount of sense.
New fan fiction.
Yeah, the Freemasons ain't got shit on us.
The Freemasons interact with My Little Pony.
That'd be cool. So
I know.
So yeah, Sweetie Belle gets the box. She runs into Sweetie Belle. Her and Rarity have a pretty heartfelt discussion, and she apologizes. Rarity again has nothing to apologize for, but it's really weird how it seems in later episodes Rarity seems to act not motherly, but just more mature to Sweetie Belle. It seems, well, except for Sleepless in Ponyville. She was fucking Xerxes.
Yeah, she was. She was imposing
She's
her role.
Shy, hush, hush, eye to eye.
You're too shy, hush, hush, eye to eye. Okay, yeah.
So that happens, and then,
good old anthology one. How were you? So
you were
great.
the best anthology.
Yes!
Like, half the material in the third one was thanks M.A. Larson stuff.
Yeah. And then you had that
The
really
best
stupid
one,
John Dash one.
Yeah. The best one, though, was thanks M. Air Larson.
Yeah. That was a Brody Vince one, I believe.
So, Sapphire puts on the headdress. She's like, yeah, it's alright, but then she notices the dolphin scene, and she's like, that's my lucky animal. I'm like, who the fuck has a lucky animal?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's Sea Swirl's cutie mark, for goodness sakes.
And the episode ends with Sweetie Belle telling Rarity, you know what? The costumes were the best part, and they embrace. Wait, I just saw some. The last episode was a sisters episode. This episode was a sisters episode, and before that was a sisters episode. We were watching a trilogy, and we didn't even know it.
A trilogy of sisters.
The sisterhood trilogy of the traveling pants. Wait.
No. It's Assassin's Creed Sisterhood.
Ha! That's funny because Brotherhood's the best Assassin's Creed. So
I would agree with you.
So yeah, that's that episode. I liked it. I'm giving this one a solid 9.
Okay. I would give this a solid 9 as well.
Sweetie Belle is the best Sweetie Belle.
Yeah. I would give this a perfect... I would give this a solid 9 because, yeah, it's a great episode, but it's not leaning towards the best episode I've seen this season,
That's still Pinky Apple Pie, isn't it? Not Pinky Apple Pie.
Pride.
I meant Pinky Pride. I meant Pinky Pride. Yeah, that's our collective fave.
Yeah, that was an awesome episode. So, anything else you want to say before we sign off?
Like I said, Sinister Sweetie Belle is awesome. I hope we see... By the way, I could really notice what you were saying like a few weeks ago about the CMC's voices sounding deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could really hear that with Sweetie Belle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was a good episode.
Thanks, VAs.
That's it from me, Seabass. I mean, Ernesto. I mean... fucking...
Snake skin, you idiot!
Okay, this is it for me, Akira Toriyama. This is it from me, Vic Firth. This is it from me, John S. This is it from me, Camp. This is it from me, Wii. Why do you have a Wii sticker on your wall?
Because I was a fanatic of the Wii before I got it.
Nerd!
I know. Anyway,
yeah,
that's it from me, John.
And me, Snakeskin.
And we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, Dragon.